Hi everyone, this is the video for Monday, April 27th. Today we're going to be brainstorming ideas for an essay describing a process. So this is going to be our writing assignment for Unit 5. Before we start, what are we going to be talking about in this essay? We're going to be talking about a process. So a process is a series of actions or steps that are done in order to create or do something. So here we're actually seeing the writing process over here, and that's actually what we're going to be doing. We're going to be pre-writing. That's what we're doing today. We're going to be drafting during this week. Next week, we'll be revising and editing and publishing. So these two are the ones in the process that we're doing right now. But you're not describing the writing process. You're going to pick something else. So the first draft is due on Monday, May 4th. So that's 1 week from today. And this is the draft where I'm going to check and see what you need to fix, what you need to change so that you can get the best grade possible. The final draft will be due the following week, Monday, May 11th, and that will be counted as a grade. It's going to be a project grade, which means it's probably going to be the biggest grade of this quarter. So it's very important that you complete this assignment. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to write a description of a process that you know how to do. So you want to think, what are you good at and what can you teach others? You're going to teach us the steps. Here's what you must include. There should be 4 paragraphs. We're going to work on 1 paragraph each day this week. In the introduction, you're going to tell us what the topic is and the purpose of the essay. Then you're going to have 2 body paragraphs where you're going to tell us the steps of the process that you're describing. And then you'll have your conclusion where you're summarizing the most important ideas. You'll also be including transition words. We'll talk about that when we get to the body paragraphs. Here's the calendar for this assignment. This is today, Monday. We're talking about brainstorming for our essay. What is due today is your brainstorming document. Sorry, it's not due today, but it'll be due tomorrow by noon. So you'll notice each day the assignment that's given, I'm going to check for it the next day at noon, which is 12. Okay. So on Tuesday, which is tomorrow, we'll be working on the introduction. Wednesday, we'll be doing body 1. Thursday, we'll be doing body 2, and Friday, we'll be doing the conclusion. Here are some important things to remember about this assignment. I'm going to look at your draft every afternoon to check to see that you did the work from the day before. I'm going to give you a classwork grade for each day for completing the assignment on time. So today's assignment is the brainstorming document. I'm going to go in and check the brainstorming document tomorrow, and if you did it, you get 100. If you didn't do it, you get a 0. If you turn it in late, I will subtract 10 points for each day that it's late. After you turn in your draft on Monday, May 4th, I'm going to be reading it and making comments so that you can improve it. After you read my comments and improve your draft, that's when you're going to be turning in your final copy of this assignment, and that'll be by Monday, May 11th. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be brainstorming about processes. We're thinking about what do you know how to do and what can you teach others. It can be totally serious or it can be funny. Let me give you some examples. Maybe you want to tell us about how to make something, a cake, a special family dish, a Google Slides presentation, a tree house, a paper airplane, anything that you know how to make and you can describe exactly how to make it. Or maybe you want to tell us how to do something, how to take a good selfie, how to train a dog, how to take care of a baby, how to win Fortnite, how to change a car's oil, how to get more followers on Instagram, how to get an A in geometry, how to learn to play the guitar. If you know how to do any of these things, you can include them. Or maybe you want to do something a little bit funny. Maybe you want to tell us how to annoy your older sister, or how to get your parents to give you money, or how to convince your teacher to raise your grade, or how to get someone to go on a date with you. All of these are processes. Process is a step for making something, doing something, or getting somebody else to do something. The first step in your brainstorming is that you're going to think about 3 different processes that you know how to do. Then you're going to tell us which one you're going to focus on in your essay because you're only choosing one. And then you're going to create that central idea. Why is it important to learn this process? And after that, you're going to give us the steps. 6 steps. How do you do this process? First, you do this. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I'm going to show you exactly what to do here. So when you go to classwork for today, Monday, April 27th, you're going to click here, as you always do. This is the document that you're going to be working in for today. First thing, I'm going to think of 3 processes that I know how to do. The first thing I know how to do really well is I know how to make a cheesecake. Okay. A second thing that I know how to do is I know how to house train a dog. I took care of a lot of foster dogs where I take care of them before they have owners, and so I've done it many times. And I also know how to get a distracted student to focus. These are 3 things that I know how to do. Now I'm thinking, which one is going to make the best essay? This is going to sound more like a recipe. This is interesting, but maybe not everyone has a dog. I'm going to choose number 3, how to get a distracted student to focus. Now I'm thinking about my central idea of the essay. Why is this important? I'm going to continue this sentence. It is important to learn how to get a distracted student to focus because it helps that student and their classmates. That's the central idea, the main thing I'm going to be showing in this essay. The next thing I have to do is think about the process. What do I have to do to get distracted students to focus? The first thing I'm thinking is make a rule that there are no cell phones allowed. I'll explain more in my essay, but that's my first step. Next, I'm going to sit the student in the front of the room. I'm going to give that student a job. Then I'm going to use interesting videos to explain the content. I'm going to call on the student to get his or her opinion. And lastly, oops, let me put a space here. I'm going to check in with the student during independent work. So I have all of my steps. These are the steps that I'm going to explain more in my essay, but I'm ready to write my essay tomorrow. So I'm talking about this process, how to get a distracted student to focus. I have my reason why it's important to learn, and I have my steps. That's what you're going to do here using this document. If you want to look at my example again, I posted it here so that you can look at it. So that is the classwork for today. You're filling out the brainstorming document. That is what I will grade for today's classwork. If it's late by a day or more, I'll take off 10 points per day. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you soon.